Hey Pisces, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name's Erica. Welcome to the channel. This is your mid-month December 2016 video. I'm going to pull a total of 6 tarot cards for you and 3 oracle cards, one from 3 separate decks. The first being a healing and meditation oracle deck. The second is a brand new deck that I just got in the mail today. I'm excited to share it with you. It's the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card deck. And the final card deck that I'm going to pull from is the Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. It is quite the faithful here on this channel. Okay, Pisces, so let's go ahead and grab these cards. I'm going to get some shuffles in for you. I've been shuffling off camera, meditating and asking for the general messages for my Pisces friends and viewers. So I'm going to take this time right now to remind you that if this reading does not resonate for you, Pisces, then I would invite you to check out your moon or rising sign videos, where you may find more resonant messages for you there, as every sun sign video is not going to hit the ball out of the park every month. It's just the way it goes, Pisces, because you are more than just a Pisces, dear love. So why don't you sit a spell so we can talk about these cards. Okay, Pisces, one more shuffle and I'm going to cut for you. Okay, I'm going to scoop my little candle. So I've got my layout over here. I'm going to take the bottom card to represent the underlying theme or the overarching energy. And the first card will represent the present. The second will represent the past. The third will be the obstacle. The fourth will represent the possible help. The fifth will represent the possible outcome. Now on to the healing and meditation oracle cards. For my Pisces friends. And I'm in my shark onesie. I'm actually shooting this video in my bedroom. The video that the place where I normally shoot my videos is an old laundry room, and it's quite chilly down there. My house is above ground and I live near Lake Bistineau in Louisiana. So yeah, I wanted to be comfy. It's the end of the year. I'm in my onesie. Put your onesie on and we can onesie it out and have a slumber party. How about that? Alright, Pisces, I'm going to cut this deck. Going to pull the top card. Now the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle cards. I by habit want to say Sacred Rebels, but it's the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. Okay, that one just kind of jumped out of the deck, so we're going to use that one for you. Finally, the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The Ever Faithful. I'm going to cut for my Pisces friends. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to take the top card from this deck. Now, I'm going to hit the pause button, flip these cards over, do the tarot math, and get the story together as I see it for you, and I'll be right back, Pisces. Hang tight. Hey, Pisces, I've got your cards, so let's get started. The underlying theme or overarching energy for the mid-month reading is the Seven of Cups upright. The 7 speaks to the 7th house on the astrological wheel. That house is ruled by Libra. It's the house of your partnerships and how you identify who you are as an individual through those relationships with other people. These are relationships that can be intimate or business or just friendships. It's people that you deal with on a pretty regular basis. Now, the Cups cards represent water signs. The cups in the card represent water signs. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and you, Pisces. This card overall just is trying to make decisions and not really knowing where you're going to go, not being completely sold on any one particular path, maybe having too many decisions to make or too many things to do, or feeling like you have too many obligations. I also see this as don't count your chickens before your eggs hatch, because none of this is grounded and it could all just evaporate as fast as it looks, just as quickly as it looks as though it might be coming into fruition, if that makes sense. But it's having too many options, too many choices to make. Your head's probably like whirling or, yeah. The 7th house also deals with counseling, and it also deals with open enemies. It may be that you are seeing somebody differently. Possible friend, you see them now as a frenemy or something to that effect. You've got a lot of friendship energy going on. 11th house is your friends. It's the groups, memberships, and associations, the teams that you may belong to. It's also your bucket list, the future wishes, goals, and dreams that you may have for yourself. Now, the first card that I pulled, I do believe is representative of you. It is the Knight of Cups, water sign energy. Could also have some air involved in here as well. So if it isn't speaking to you, then it's dealing especially with some sort of communication in some way. Cups dealing with water signs, you, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I really think that this is you, because you, the way that it's laid out, the Knight of Cups is marching towards the outcome card, which is a really nice card for you, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But this individual in the upright is emotionally intelligent and knows what they're doing and understands that their actions have reactions. The second card is representative of the past, and it is dealing with an earth sign masculine energy. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And something that I wanted to mention from the top that I didn't is that the Capricorn video had a ton of the same cards that I'm speaking about here now. The Knight of Cups showed up, Judgment showed up. We haven't gotten to that yet. Yeah. So you may want to watch that video, or you may be dealing with a Capricorn in some way. The King of Pentacles is secure in his means and is able to provide. He is a provider. He's a stable provider. Can be stubborn, set in his ways, but it's because I've done it this way and it's always worked this way, so why change it? That sort of thing. If that actually is representative of an individual, then it would be somebody probably in their 40s. I see the Knight as somebody in their 30s. Now, the third card that I pulled for you is representative of the obstacle or obstacles at hand, and this is Judgment. Judgment is the 20th card of the Major Arcana. 2 + 0 is 2. That speaks to the Taurus-ruled house of your money, your earning ability, your possessions. It is your self-esteem. Anything that you could point to or classify as mine would probably qualify as a second house item, and it would be covered under the second house banner. Now, Judgment as a Major Arcana card represents the planet Pluto. And I know Pluto is transiting through Capricorn right now. I'm not sure. Well, that's your 11th house. So you're dealing with the judgment or undergoing the assessment of your friends, and you may be going through and kind of cutting back on your friends and realizing that you don't need to have as many people around as you once did. It could be a situation where you are understanding that it's more about quality, not quantity. And that really, yeah, that backs that up too. But the Judgment card is an assessment. It's the tallying up of, you've done this, you've been there when I needed you. And it's not like you're keeping score, but you don't need to keep devoting energy to people who are doing nothing but taking from you and aren't giving to you. And vice versa. You shouldn't just be taking from people because they're offering themselves to you. You need to establish boundaries, maintain and respect those boundaries. Now, the fourth card that I pulled for you, and that represents the possible help in the situation, is a King of Cups. Mature, emotionally intelligent individual who is stable. Now, because I see him with 2 cups in hand, I always think double fist in the drinks. So, don't look to alcohol or escapism as a means for help in this situation, because it's not going to help you. It's only going to blur the lines more. But be emotionally intelligent in this assessment of your friendship sector if that's what's going on for you. And that's what it feels like for me. Is you've been through a lot. Or someone close to you has been through a lot. And they're going through and they're really taking stock of the people that say that they would be there. And if they were, if they weren't. That sort of thing. The Cups cards, or the Cups in the cards, also represent water sign energy, you Pisces. Also Scorpio and Cancer. It doesn't have to be you. It could be that you have a Scorpio, another Pisces, or Cancerian friend that's the help to you in some way, that helps you through this situation that you feel as though you need some sort of guidance in. I would say that, and this is just me giving you the truth as I see it. I am a Scorpio, so I'm biased. But if you're looking to a water sign to help you out, I would say a Scorpio would be your best bet, because they're the most fixed in the situation. The Scorpio friend may be of help to you. And that may just be for just a few of you Pisces out there. Now, the possible outcome of the situation is the Wheel of Fortune, which is another major arcana card. You've got 2 major arcana cards, so it feels as though you are able to at least participate in the energy. You've got a lot of character cards showing up too, a lot of water, and you've got some earth as well. I really feel like Capricorns are strongly playing out in your world for some of you, at least half of you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is the 10th card of the major arcana. The 10 represents the Capricorn ruled house of it's your career and your status. William Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage, and I see the 10th house as the stage that you approach the world on and how the world knows you. It deals with authorities and authority figures. It deals with authorities in their field or experts. It deals with your status and your reputation as well. Now, as a major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune represents the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion and hot air. Whatever Jupiter touches, it gets bigger. It can be, if it's a good situation, then it gets bigger. If it's a bad situation, then it can get worse. That Jupiter, the one thing that I can say, I mean, it's a benefic planet, but wherever Jupiter goes, it expands. And Jupiter right now is in your 8th house, and the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. A little bit of synchronicity there. The Scorpio ruled house of life, death, and rebirth. It's instincts, primal, basic, and human. It's also other people's money. It's regeneration, transformation, and metamorphosis. It's sexuality. Jupiter being there, you could be dealing with a lot of quickly transforming situations. You could be dealing with major life cycle topics of life, death, and rebirth. I know more than one Piscean dealing with the ramifications of losing and loss of an individual in their world. The fact that it's in the upright is a good omen for you, so it seems as though the wheel of luck is turning in your favor. Now, I did the tarot math for this, and it totaled up to be 37. 3 plus 7 is 10, which speaks to the Capricorn-ruled house of your career, your status, and your reputation. That all the world is a stage house? Yeah, that one. So that's what's going on in the tarot portion. Now, I pulled also for you a healing and meditation oracle card, and we got solitude. Solitude is different than loneliness. You should be able to be alone and be comfortable in your own presence. Solitude reads, unlike loneliness, solitude is desirable, bringing calm and peace of mind that are necessary to resolve problems and conflicts. Find time to be alone with your thoughts and consider the following. I am here in the present, absorbing the air and every breeze. I can immerse myself in the experience, losing my thoughts to the colors of nature. As I become one with my surroundings, I feel their connection with my innermost self. Bathed in calmness, I think more clearly. Now, the second card that I pulled for you is from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck, and this is Septarian. I believe I pronounced that right. Septarian. This covers ancient earth wisdom and shielding, or grounding. It speaks to the root chakra. The Septarian card reads, Septarian facilitates communication with guides and elders, while also offering protection and a shield of invisibility around you. You have pulled this card because your guides and elders have a message for you, and because you may be under energetic attack. Meditate with Septarian to attune yourself to the ancient wisdoms, to protect yourself with ancestral magic, and to connect deeply with your spirit guides. The final card that I pulled for you is from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. It is the 41st card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild, and it is Bring It Into Form. 4 plus 1 is 5, and that speaks to the Leo-ruled house of creation, creative pursuits, creative endeavors, artistic projects. It's the house where you have skin in the game. It's the house of love and romance. It's where you fall in love, and it's where you make your babies. It's also, it's the house of your social life and your pleasure seeking. Now, this card is an acknowledgement and an invitation for you to honor your gifts and your talents by finishing the work that is at hand right now. And this could be work that you have to do, or it could be projects that you started but haven't finished. You need to complete those so that you can move that energy and start working on new projects where you can focus all of your attention and energy on one project. This is also an oracle of confirmation that if you've been inspired to create or deal with something in the creative arts, that this is whatever it is that you have been considering is in alignment with a higher vibration path for you. It's not something that you should quit your job to start doing, but you can do it in your free time. Like what I do with this channel. This is an empowering time for you to be a creator. And for your projects, they've been incubating too long. It's time for their birth. And it could also be speaking to you, that you have been incubated too long and now it's time for your rebirth. It just really depends. But this is an invitation to roll your sleeves up and get your hands dirty and do the work at hand, do the tasks at hand, so that you can devote your time and energy to what you want to do. There's a quote in the movie The Great Debaters that says, we do what we have to do so that we can do what we want to do. And I really think about that when I see this card. So, Pisces, that's what I see what's going on for you for the mid-month December reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. I'll be around on the other side of 2017 for your year in review videos. I have 9 more videos to shoot before I can get started on that, so send me some positive energy because I want to get them at least recorded and uploaded, if not shared with you, before Mercury goes into retrograde. So I'll need all the positive energy I can get on that. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending you many bright holiday blessings. Please use this time to make memories with your friends and family, because those are the things that don't cost anything and no one can take from us. Employ your self-care measures, be kind to yourself, and save some of that kindness for others, because we're all struggling in private areas of our lives that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. And it's the holidays, so please just be kind. I hope you're well. Take care of yourself, Pisces, and I'll see you for the 2017 videos coming up real soon. But until then, namaste, and bye, y'all.